Hello, welcome to our podcast. I'm Laura, Head of Operation, and today we've got
Maisie, Head of Commercial.
and we will be talking about e-commerce. Woo! So e-commerce has made huge waves over the past year. Tell me about the growth and what you think is triggering this movement.
Oof, loaded question. I mean, the market's worth 6.8 trillion, and that's like dollars,
Wow.
which is insane to think about. Yeah, gobsmacked. But I think in terms of kind of like triggers and stuff, it's got to be choice and then like accessibility as well. Like if you think about it, there's just stuff everywhere, like on your phone.
Yeah.
Push notifications is a big one.
Yeah.
Ads, everything. Like media is just so digestible. Like, and you consume it all the time. You don't even realize it, and it's there.
It is there. It is there. So as digital shopping is becoming more common and accessible, how do you think consumer behaviour is affecting it or impacted by it?
Oof, we kind of obviously we're a little bit to blame for this, but we kind of like encourage overspending. I think
Yeah.
it's a massive thing in the UK. Sales online are like 26% of sales are done online, which doesn't actually seem like a big number, but it's massive considering the rest of the world is at least around like the 20 mark. It's quite a lot.
Yeah.
So I think we kind of, as like marketplaces, tap into like people's habits and their behaviors and kind of get people at the right time for us, but maybe not so much as a consumer. And I mean, you feel it on the flip side. I literally had my phone up the other day. What did I order the other day? Coasters. And I was like, I don't even have a house. Like, I'm just like ordering these things. I don't need that. I really don't need that.
They were pretty though, the marble ones.
Yeah, they were so cute.
Do you think COVID's had a part to play on that?
Oh God, yeah, 100%. I mean, COVID had a lot of implications for a lot of, different sectors and stuff, but I think it kind of pushed people to the online side of like sales because we didn't really have a choice. Like you couldn't just like go to the supermarket and get stuff unless, you're having a lovely hour's walk or whatever the heck we were allowed to take. So even older generations, I think people became more comfortable using like online modes of purchasing things. And even when it comes to like, obviously groceries was a big one.
Yeah.
But like luxury goods, cars, like you can literally buy anything online.
Yeah, you can.
It's crazy. Anything you want.
Anything. So leading on to consumer dynamics now, do you think there is a shift in consumers' experiences and expectations as we continue to see this kind of growth and momentum?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's always going to be like a constant change. Like it's like every generation, isn't it? It always brings like a new issue, or there's always something that's kind of like a priority for every single person. But then obviously that depends on individual preferences and things like that as well. But I mean, I think a good example is like loyalty, like around brands. So we're not really kind of seeing people, especially like younger generations, kind of partake in that. So they're more likely to like explore different brands and try different things to kind of get the value of things rather than like compared to older generations who are like, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Is that the saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, that sounds right. We'll go with that.
So kind of focusing on, for example, if they like John Lewis, they'll stick and be loyal to that brand.
Yeah.
And whereas we'll go anywhere, the
Wherever.
cheapest option.
Exactly. And as well, like you think about it, there's so many times where it's like, oh my God, well, I feel like I'm really outing myself because I buy a lot of things online. I am part of the problem. But I was trying to buy a hoodie, but I can buy it from like ASOS, love a bit of ASOS, or I can buy it from like the brand directly, or I can buy it like in the shop, or I can buy it like, it's the same thing. But there's so many different ways that you can purchase it.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
There's lots of fast fashion at the moment as well.
Ooh, yeah, that's a big one. Controversial.
How do you think social media is playing a part in this growth?
Massively. I think particularly when it comes to like younger generations, like the TikTok generation, I think is massive. So like Gen Z.
Yeah.
Super fun fact, 83% of Gen Zs start their shopping experience through social media platforms.
Oh, no way.
It's actually not that crazy because I was thinking about it and I thought, I love TikTok Shop.
Yeah, I do
It's
as well. That's
amazing.
so true.
So much stuff on it. It's so good. Even like Amazon storefronts, people have them like content creators, like obviously like put links in and things like that. You can go on the storefront, but then that's generated through social media or it's like Instagram. TikTok obviously is a massive one.
I think even on TikTok, you don't even know it's an advert for the Amazon storefront, and you're like, I want that, and then you're like suddenly down a rabbit hole. So
exactly.
No, definitely. Do you think there are any common themes between consumers despite generational gaps in their expectations?
Yeah, there's like us as a secondary marketplace, it's really important for us to have like trust, value, kind of have that element to it. I think it's obviously with other marketplaces, it's the exact same.
Yeah.
I think that will always play a big part in like where consumers kind of like gravitate towards and what they purchase. Personalization, massive one.
Yeah, that's huge.
I think it's becoming even more popular. Like you kind of want that personal touch, whether that's, I don't know, like a discount code on your birthday, or it can be something which is really quite small, but I think it makes a big impact.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to All Bar One?
I have.
Yeah, love. So they do, like, if you download their app and it's like your birthday, but it's not your birthday. It's your birthday, but it's not your birthday. It's like your half birthday. So like 6 months.
Okay.
Yeah, slap bang in the middle, but they give you like a free cocktail.
Perfect.
On it. Life hack. 100% download it.
That's such a good idea.
But that's like a really nice example of that's like in hospitality, and they're just making a little bit of like a personal touch, but I 100% go and use that, and then I will stay there all night.
Are they the ones that get on top of the bar and...
No,
or is that be at one?
That's be
I
at one.
always get confused.
Easy mistake. No, that would really irritate me actually, because you're just going for a drink. Like, imagine you just stood there and they just on the bar like
dancing, doing press ups. I've seen.
Yeah,
it's crazy. So coming back onto then to secondary markets, UK's pre-loved market is worth 6.5 billion. Where do you think this growth has spurred from?
I mean, 6.5 billion is crazy, but it's wild to think that it's supposed to double like over the next 5 years. I mean, it's set to outgrow like the traditional market. I think there's a couple things that kind of like play into it. So a massive one is consumers like ethics. People are really like thinking about and being more like mindful of where they shop, why they're shopping there, and the kind of ethics behind the business and the brand, rather than like all the stuff that came out about like Shein. Never say it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's like she, but it's in. You know what I mean? So people, you know, not really kind of showing a preference to not shop there because they know that it's just got crowded with so many issues and sustainability, how they treat the workers, compared to like other brands. They kind of like flow in towards them, which actually, to be fair, is quite a nice thing. But I wouldn't say that it's like a priority. I'd say it's more of like a preference for consumers rather than it being like a checklist like they're going through. You know, you could pay a little bit more for that sustainable option. You probably would. You've
said what's the leading factor in this growth?
I think mindful buying, like mindful purchasing again, stuff like that. But I do think that it's twofold. So like from the consumers and from the marketplaces. I mean, as a consumer, you know, you showing a preference. Some people are, not everybody is. So there was a study, I think it was Social Commerce did a study in 2023, and they found that 4 out of 5 millennials are using like the pre-loved, pre-goods kind of market, and they would show a preference rather than buying it like directly or something like that. Whether that comes into like the sustainability side of it, the value, the discounts, obviously things are mostly going to be a little bit cheaper.
Of course.
But say like t-shirts and stuff like on Vinted, like someone might have worn it like once or twice and then be flogging it, and it's fine, like the quality's still good and you're getting a really good discount for it.
And big brands are partnered now, like Love Island and eBay. That was a good one.
That was a big one. I mean, eBay's a little bit, obviously they're kind of like the OG, I'd say, like a secondary marketplace, which is crazy. They sell mostly like new products, so like 80% of their products they sell are brand new rather than you know, the pre-loved kind of the pre-goods. But I think the collab with Love Island was a really, really smart move, to be fair, partnerships wise, because most of eBay's consumers said that they would prefer to buy the pre-loved stuff. So obviously like they're kind of like pushing towards making that shift. And they also don't sell, to my knowledge, those plastic water bottles anymore. Do you remember the Love Island ones with like your name on it?
Oh yeah. Oh, they don't do that anymore.
They don't do that anymore, which is crazy. That was like massive.
That's like their brand when it first started.
Crazy.
So pre-loved is a driving force. What are kind of other options like reusage, things like that? I think obviously like resale platforms and, you know, us reselling like travel and Vinted is clothes and things like that. Like I think there's a niche for every single type of product that you want. Like it is there, you just need to hunt for it and find it. I think reusage is not so much as like a popular one, but I do think it should become more popular because it just makes so much sense. So there's a platform called Rent My, which is like really cool. So you can go on it just online. It's like a marketplace, but you're just renting other people's things. So if you need like a lawnmower or like household things that you might need that you don't want to buy.
Exactly. Because they're so expensive and you think I might just use that twice a year. Like a jet washer. Who's jet washing? Do you know what I mean? Like that's once a year and you
My dad has a jet washer.
Okay,
he uses it a lot.
he needs to get it on Rent My. Make a bit of money from it.
That's a good idea, actually.
I know.
I'll suggest it.
So I mean, stuff like that. Even I really want to do it actually. It's, you know, that Rent My Dog.
Oh, no, I've not heard of that.
Oh my God, I would so love to do that. I'm gonna convince myself right now.
You can take it on walks and stuff.
Yeah. But obviously, like, dogs are expensive, they're an upkeep, they're a lot. Yeah. So, and then obviously if like, you don't know, you just want like a little companion. Nice. It's just nice.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. So I think that's definitely going to make, I wouldn't say like make waves, but I think it should and probably will become a little bit more popular, especially as like the pre-loved stuff kind of takes over like traditional direct-to-consumer markets. 100%.
Yeah, definitely been a shift there in the way we do stuff, which is exciting.
Definitely.
Nice. Thank you so much for answering the questions. I've learnt so much about pre-loved and e-commerce, which is so exciting. And thank you everyone for watching.
Thank you.